We're in today with the legend of a video card, GT 710. This is a 2014 video card with 192 shaders. It's got 1 gig of VRAM GDDR5 Samsung, 954 megahertz on the core clock and 1253 megahertz on the memory clock. It's got 32 bits. Wait, what? Oh, and we're gonna pair it up with this Intel Xeon W3690 with 6 cores and 12 threads. I think this is gonna be a hard test today, but the only thing I can do is just jump in a couple of games and see how the GPU is holding. Let's go. But if we're starting with Fortnite, you can actually see on 720p with 40% render scale. I got 60 FPS. 720p with this video card on lowest details. You can see that Fortnite is running in some cases with playable FPS. I don't know how, but it's working, seriously. Average FPS is okay. In some cases, if I'm in the house, you can actually see that the video card is doing okay. 60, 80 FPS, sometimes 100 FPS. It makes no sense why I got so many FPS, but definitely an interesting performance. But it's playable. In some cases, it's playable. This is not the right quality. This is not the right way to play Fortnite with this video card, but I can do nothing here. I can understand nothing here, seriously. I don't know which one is an enemy or a pixel. But if we're jumping in GTA 5 with this video card, it's gonna be very interesting because I got 39 FPS. And I'm proud. Seriously, I got 1080p, everything is on low details. I think I even got advanced graphics on 0.5. Yes, so 0.5 on frame scale and everything on low details. You can actually see that the GPU is struggling to actually keep playable FPS, but in this case you can clearly see that it's possible. So I can expect nothing more from this video card, considering how this video card it's packed with performance, with components that are meant for high-end GPUs. You can clearly see that the video card is struggling to actually perform. 986 megabytes of VRAM utilized here in order to get this performance. Maximum core load and 36 degrees because I put a fan underneath because it's a passive cool video card. I found this video card in the HP Z600. Yeah, why don't bring that dual CPU computer to the... I will bring it, promise. Now I'm working on another computer that I hope you will appreciate it, but regardless, the overall performance is bad, you know, so can't say nothing, you know, about this because it's working. This is gonna be a very interesting thing to see here with minimal details. I got playable FPS in World of Tanks. On the CPU side, apparently, I managed to see that I got 3.6 gig on the CPUs. I put throttle stop and I put it on 4000 because that was the most stable frequency that I can put in the game, but it doesn't start with the new MSI Afterburner. I have the MSI Afterburner and I have only problems. In this situation, the GPU doesn't, how shall I say, doesn't go below 95% load on the core, always 98, 90 something like that. I've seen a couple of seconds ago 70% load on the GPU, but that's not always, you know. In this case, I got 750 megabytes of VRAM utilized. Very interesting performance from the GPU. Hundreds of FPS. If I'm sniping through the bushes, let's see if I can drop the FPS. Yes, 50 FPS in some cases. Hopefully, I get more VRAM utilization if it's needing. 760 megabytes of VRAM until now with 100 FPS on average. I like it. 710 overall performance is good. In a situation like this, I will not use 100 FPS. I will put like this in the settings and I will activate VSync in order to get less stress on the video card. If I put 60 FPS, because I don't need more than 60 FPS in this game, I get 130-40 watts consumption and I get 60-70% load on the video card. You can actually see the core now on the video card is much better, you know. So if you don't want to put an external fan underneath the video card, you get for instance like this with the fan, you get 35 degrees, but without fan I think you can keep it to 60 degrees or something like that, fanless, and you will have a very quiet system, and I like this idea. With this video card, you can actually see on 1080p with 50% render scale with legacy GPU, it's 40 FPS. I'm not going to say it's a bad performance, but I will not recommend this because it looks very horrible. In overall performance, it's okay. She's giving me like 40-50 FPS on average. It's using the VRAM at maximum. There is no stress on the CPU side, even though I don't understand why it's 3.6 on the frequency, but it's okay, you know, the CPU, it's okay, it's doing the job. The GPU load is on maximum VRAM utilization. In this case, the temperature is not that bad, you know, considering it's a fanless video card with an external fan installed by me, but considering the performance I have here, I'm not underestimating that fan, you know. Look at this, 37 degrees, which I mean, it doesn't do too much, you know, it doesn't give me too much FPS, it doesn't give me some high quality here that it's outrageous. Overall performance is great. Like I said, I had problems with the CPU. You can actually see 3.6 on the frequency. I think it's because I updated MS Afterburner, and CPU Z is saying that I got 4000 megahertz. You know, I used a throttle stop and it's still 3.6. I don't know. Is this the right game for the 710? Almost. I think if you put it on 720p, you'll get more than 60 FPS, then you'll be the winner in this case. But if we're jumping in Fallout with this video card, you can clearly see on 1080p with low details, it's actually capable of. I'm actually surprised this game is running like this with this video card. I'm happy there are games that you can play on this video card. So this 710 on low details without maxing out the details, apparently even on 80% load with this video card, you can see that if you put 720p, you can put medium details and you can get decent performance from this game. In this situation, I got 98%, 99% load on the video card with 450 megabytes of VRAM utilized, 125 watts consumption from the computer. I mean, the overall performance is great, it's playable. You can play games like Fallout on a video card like this. Considering the age, I think this is the most appropriate thing you can do, you know. The CPU side, there is no stress regarding the 3.6 on the frequency, but I will find the truth to this and I will fix it. But the CPU is not stressed. 28, 29, 27 degrees on a W3690. On a Xeon like this, it's got 29 degrees. 29 degrees on a 6-core, 12-thread CPU. Last time I was here, I had everything put on maximum details. Let's fix it, because look at this. 19 FPS is not okay. You know, I got 135 watts consumption. I think this is the maximum you can do. I think the only way I can do it is by lowering the resolution. Let's try 1024. 1024 apparently gives me, with maximum details, 40 FPS. Why I done it like this? I wanted to see if I can load the VRAM. So in this case, I managed to do it. 765 megabytes of VRAM utilized in order to get this performance. 100% load on the core. Apparently this gives me 40 FPS on average. It looks very interesting, you know, it's 37 FPS, 50 FPS in some cases. It's interesting to see this video card at maximum in this game. But the 710 in this game with maximum details on 1024 giving me 30-40 FPS, I will say thank you. You know, because I will not put maximum light and dynamic light. I will put medium details or something like that and keep it maybe with 720p or 1024. Overall performance is great, you know, so I can say nothing bad about it. The system doesn't have any stress. 5.6 gig of system RAM being utilized. It looks okay, you know, it's running okay. There's no problem. This is one of those games that I will play on a video card like this. Look at this. I can play Starfield and No Man's Sky with a video card like this, with a GT 710, but I can play Galaxy on Fire. Similar performance, so I will say nothing to this game because it's a good performance overall. You can clearly see that it's possible on actually playing the game. 1080p maximum details. The details looks fantastic, you know, you can actually see that it's actually possible to deliver this entertainment with this video card. So on this situation with maximum details on 1080p, you can actually see it's using half of the VRAM. 584 megabytes of VRAM, 75% load on the main core. The quality is fantastic, there is no problem. So yeah, definitely looks fantastic. Come on, look at this. So games like this needs to be put on a video card like this. If the average FPS is great here, this is what you need to play. If it doesn't stress the CPU, like in this, less 10% load on the CPU, 36 degrees, only 4.4 gig of system RAM being utilized. So the overall performance in this game with this computer, with this video card, is great. This is what you need. I know I shouldn't have done this, but I put in Euro Truck Simulator 1080p with maximum details and I got 50 FPS. But I just wanted to see if I can get a decent performance. I mean, the game looks okay. I like it. Maximum details with this game is very interesting. You know, if you're interested on playing a game like this, it's not a fast game, you know, in which you need 240 FPS, but definitely I would like to remove those spikes, you know. So average apparently it's around 40-50 FPS. I don't like the numbers because I really want 0 spikes in the game, so I think I will put it to medium details or something like that in order to get fluent FPS. But it's working, seriously, it's working in this situation, and I like the performance. Games like this Euro Truck Simulator is the one that you need on a GT 710. It shows you that this video card is capable of delivering the FPS. It's got 550 megabytes of VRAM utilization from the video card and 80 to 90% load on the core of the video card, you know. So it's there, you know, it's there. If you want to play the game, it's possible. This video card is actually fantastic because it's low profile. I think you can stick it in a couple of computers and use it as a media machine, office, and that's it. You know, I like the video card overall. I cannot bash it because they are cheap on the market, and it's good to have a video card like this just in case you want to test a computer or give it to somebody. It's a good video card, you know. It's got HDMI, DisplayPort, VGA if you want to connect it to an old monitor. It's a very versatile video card, and you will not cry if something happens to it. I like the video card, and I recommend people getting one so they can have a spare video card. That's it. Or rebuilding an old machine. Hey, if you have any suggestions for these video cards, leave a comment, and yeah, I will see you very soon.